Once upon a time in a small, peaceful town, there were two best friends named Leo and Max. Leo was always a ball of sunshine, with a smile that could light up the darkest room. No matter what happened, he always found something positive to say. Max, on the other hand, was quite the opposite. He always saw the glass as half empty and was quick to point out what could go wrong in any situation. Every morning, Leo and Max would walk to school together. Their path wound through a lush green park where the birds chirped happily and the flowers bloomed in vibrant colors. Leo loved this walk and always found something new to admire. One morning, as they strolled along, Leo noticed a small, fluffy puppy playing in the park. "Look, Max! Isn't that the cutest puppy you've ever seen?" Leo beamed, his eyes twinkling with delight. Max glanced over and shrugged. "I guess it's cute, but it's probably going to grow up and make a mess everywhere. And what if it bites someone? Puppies can be trouble, you know." Leo just laughed softly. "Maybe, but right now, it's just a happy little puppy enjoying the morning sun. That's something to smile about." They continued their walk until they reached the school gates. That day, their class was assigned a big group project. Their teacher, Mrs. Green, divided them into teams. Leo and Max were put together, of course. The project was to build a model of their town using only recyclable materials. Leo was thrilled. "This is going to be so much fun. We can make the park with paper trees, and maybe even add the little puppy we saw this morning." Max sighed, already feeling overwhelmed. "It's going to be a disaster. What if we can't find enough materials? And what if the glue doesn't hold? Our model is going to look terrible compared to everyone else's." Leo gently nudged Max. "Or, what if it turns out amazing? We can make it work if we try our best." As the days went by, Leo and Max worked on their project. Leo found joy in every step, whether it was cutting out trees from old newspapers or painting cardboard boxes to look like houses. Max, however, grumbled about every little setback, convinced that their project would fail. The night before the project was due, they were putting the final touches on their model. Max looked at it and frowned. "I don't know, Leo. It still doesn't look as good as I imagined. Maybe we should just give up." Leo placed a reassuring hand on Max's shoulder. "Max, it's not about being perfect. It's about giving it our best shot. Look at what we've made together. It's our town, built with our hands. That's something special, don't you think?" Max stared at the model, and for the first time, he saw it through Leo's eyes. It wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. Slowly, a small smile crept onto Max's face. "You know what, Leo? You're right. It is pretty cool." The next day, they brought their model to school. When it was their turn to present, Leo spoke with excitement, describing each part of the town they had built. Max, though usually quiet and reserved, even added a few words of his own, surprising everyone, including himself. When they finished, Mrs. Green smiled warmly. "This is wonderful, Leo and Max. You've captured the spirit of our town beautifully, and you've shown great teamwork." As they walked home that day, Max was unusually quiet. Finally, he turned to Leo and said, "Thanks for always being so positive, Leo. I think maybe I worry too much about things going wrong." Leo grinned. "It's okay, Max. That's what friends are for, to help each other see the world in a different way. And hey, you helped me too. You made sure we paid attention to the details. We make a pretty good team." From that day on, Max tried to see things a little more like Leo. He wasn't always successful, but every now and then, when something went wrong, he'd remember Leo's words and try to find the silver lining. And whenever he struggled, Leo was right there beside him, ready to remind him that sometimes, life is just about enjoying the little things, like a walk through a park or a project made with a friend. And so, the two boys continued to walk to school together, best friends who balanced each other perfectly, one always looking for the sunshine, and the other learning that sometimes, it's okay to let the sun shine in.